Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for another clash against the Titans on the map Megaton. This is actually a rematch of our last clash because once again Spartan wanted to be one of the Titans, and in fact he is, and once again he is allied up with Contrarian in a Protoss Terran combo. And their challengers this time around, of course, myself as the purple Protoss. We have Bocephus as the yellow Protoss. And Mike as the orange Terran. Now, last time out, it didn't go so good for the Titans. They took some losses. They got pushed around, and eventually they lost the game. So let's see if they can rebound this time around. I'm sure Spartan wants to get his first Titan win, but as has been already pointed out, that so far the only Titans to ever win this matchup are myself and Contrarian. Whenever there is any other matchup of Titans, they have yet to pull through. Will this be the first time? Will we break that streak? It's up to you, Spartan. It is up to you. It is all on your head. And remember, we are at 80% health. All our buildings, all our units, 80% health. So that's all the advantage you need. Come on, you're a Titan. Man up and show it. Show us how it's done. It's like I'm just throwing down my gateway. And it looks like Bocephus is going to be putting his gateway up here at this ramp. That's not quite really what I would call a wall off. In fact, that is a wall less. But it looks like Mike's going to make a bit more of an attempt at a wall off. But it's going to take a lot longer. Look at that. That thing's barely probe proof. I mean, he just squeezed through there. But I'm saying you might want to close off that little extra bit so probes can't squeeze through that tiny little hole there. And it looks like Contrarian's also going to try to do a wall off. Got a little less real estate to work with here. Quicker to wall it off. But, of course, it looks like we're having some probe races there. But, of course, there's this big, huge ramp here. And since neither one of us is on that side of the map, I mean, we basically come in here and taste his expansion, and they wouldn't know about it for a few minutes. And, oh, what am I doing here? It looks like I'm dropping down a pylon. What's going on here? I'm getting a cybernetics core. Looks like I'm going to be going for some sort of sneaky proxy warp. Proxy warping, perhaps? Quite possibly. And I do have that Zealot rallied way out across the map, getting down another pylon so I can get a supply that I'm going to need. Will this wall be down in time? Will it make a difference? There's one Marine here defending the wall, and this barracks is currently busy getting an add-on. He's getting another barracks up. Will it be enough in time? We're going to have to see. It's going to be quite a while before there's any warp gates out. Cybernetics core is just finishing. But I will be able to start that warp gate research right away. And apparently I'm chrono boosting out there we go. I'm going to chrono boost out that warp gate. I don't know if maybe I should have committed more to not committed that one to the probes, but well, there's still quite a bit of energy. I can get at least 2 more chrono boosts off of this. I don't know if that's going to be enough to finish it. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm not going to do the math right now because how boring is math, numbers, arithmetic. That's not exciting. Looks like the Zealot has finally met up here at this pylon, waiting for all his allies to show up. What they got going here, the wall off is not complete. We have added a Marauder. Another Marauder is on the way, but if he's getting Marauder slow, he's not getting Marauder slow, which means Zealots will be able to get in their faces fairly quickly. They don't have the Zealot charge, but without the Marauder slow, these forces can't kite quite as easily, and they are going to be pushing out. Oh, they're going to discover that pylon. Doesn't look like it, and still rallying some Zealots up here. We're at gate technology is about 3/4 of the way done. And did I just see another boost? Oh, did I need another chrono boost in that? I need to get another chrono boost. Why am I not getting chrono boost in that? And here we go. I'm throwing down some more gates, so hopefully I'll be ready. Got a bit of a supply advantage here, so hopefully that when my warp gates are all done, throwing in another chrono boost, that hopefully I'll be ready to just get a full warp in just right away. And hopefully take them completely by surprise. But the wall-in is complete, and soon they're going to have combat shields, which, well, he's going to have 1 unit with combat shields. He's just pumping out Marauders. Okay, he's getting some Marines out there. I was about to say, you're getting combat shields for a Marine. That's no good. And, oh, no, that's actually Mike that's going to get the Marauders slow, which he could really need it right now, because very soon he could have... And here comes the first warp in, and, oh, I'm still trying to get that last gateway up. Just didn't quite time that just right. We're going to get a big warp into Zealots. Am I going to wait for another round? Or at least wait for that one more gate to finish to turn into a warp gate? No, it looks like I'm going to be ready to go now. And oh, he's pushing out with his forces. There's no one defending the store. Where are my Zealots going? Get my Zealots up here. And the doors are open. They can just walk right in. I don't know why I should be focusing down the SCVs. This is probably not a good idea. And he can't close this one because I'm kind of blocking it. And he's going to get a Marauder out before that thing goes down. And oh, a bunch of Marines spawn. It would have been far better if I just gone through the mineral line. I have no idea why I didn't go there. And Spartan's going to get some Zealots out. And it looks like they are going to probably clean this up. And I'm pulling back. Oh, got even a further forward pylon. Here comes the forces back from Contrarian, pushing out to do who knows what. And it doesn't look like this attack is really going to pay off. So they're going to clean that up. Pylon still survived. Did the probe survive? Yeah, the probe's like, that failed miserably. I'm going home. And if we'll check, yeah, that did fail pretty miserably. I should have gone to the... I don't know why I did not go into the SCV line. That should have been priority 1 target. It takes forever to knock down production facilities. And 1 barracks is not that big a deal, especially when he's got 2 more back here. I should have gone for I could have gotten so many of these SCVs killed. I have no idea why I did not accomplish that. And now they're angry. Are they going to be going in for a counterattack? What do we have here prepared? We're getting a couple of cannons up on this side. Not a lot of units here yet for Bocephus. This other side, pretty hefty wall. He does have a siege tank. He's got siege mode out. He does have siege mode out when you get that tank sieged up in case he does push out. But oh no. No, he's not gonna push it right now, realizing that we do have 2 other people here. Not sure why I'm putting a pylon there. Like, he knows we have 2 other people there, and they probably have full armies right now, unless they're doing a big tech build. And oh, he is gonna find that pylon. Did he see that before? I don't know, but it's gonna go down regardless. Is this one gonna stay? Does he see? He should see this one. Yeah, he definitely sees that one. Yeah, there he goes. It's like, wait, oh, wait, no. No, that pylon's gonna be fine. Alright, oh, it looks like I'm getting my Templar archives out, but I did see the Spartan was researching charge, and that should be done by now since I don't see it. Yeah, he does have Zealot charge now, so he's a little bit ahead on there, and chronobusting out his upgrades. Just getting the first upgrade, though, just getting the +1 attack, and I'm just trying to get my forge up right now, because I put a lot into that rush, and it didn't quite do what I was hoping it would do. And yeah, I got some sentries out now, no stalkers yet. Looks like I'm going for more of a light mobile, well, I guess I can't say mobile army because stalkers are pretty mobile. And oh, Contrarian getting hit a little bit with the tanks right there. He's like, oh, that's not a good place to be. And looks like he's spreading out. What am I pinging for? I don't know why I'm pinging. So he's gonna poke around. He's gonna see that poor probe on the watchtower. And actually, that's probably gonna give him vision of this pylon too. Yeah, he's gonna see this pylon. Losing so many pylons. Looks like Spartan's moving up to help his buddy here, his fellow Titan. And they're looking for expansions. Maybe they thought my pylons were an indication I was doing some sort of crazy sneaking expansions, or maybe they're just scouting around, make sure there aren't any more pylons, so they don't have to deal with any sort of craziness. Maybe they're expecting DTs now that cheese failed. But there's no Dark Shrine on the way. Just going for some gateway tech. Going for my first weapon upgrades. And oh, it looks like I'm going to be expanding out here. Instead of getting one of these closer expansions, maybe it's because these things are kind of closed off and I didn't want to disturb his front door, which he's got quite a few tanks. I don't know if this is a good tank position right here. Maybe something a little more in the middle. I mean, if we expand here, yeah, you might want to defend it, but you don't want to defend it from way back here. So I don't know. This is a great tank placement. Place it over here where it's going to hit them approaching. They're not going to approach from this way until there's a base here. And if there's a base here, your tank probably shouldn't be all the way back there. And there's not a base there, thankfully. But oh, they are going to push out. Unfortunately, the tank's going to push out first, and the Zealots are going to get right on top of that. Oh, no. Oh, this is not going to be good. And oh, another tank's going to run in. He's not using his siege tank. He unsieged everybody, and I'm trying to run my Zealots. Where are my Zealots going? I guess I figured he was okay. I'm like, oh yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. It's alright. No need to commit extra troops. Looks like, oh, Bocephus poking out with a bit of a scouting zealot right there. And Spartan throwing down, oh, he's throwing out a cannon there. Cannon in the middle of the map. That's interesting. Maybe he's just doing that for a quick detection in case we get some DTs out. But looks like I'm getting a cannon of my own. Oh yeah, I'm going to be putting some cannons at my expansion. Just kind of defend it a little bit. And looks like I have not... That probe's not doing anything useful right now. Looks like Contrarian's pushed out in the map, not using this expansion. Maybe he figures if he takes this expansion that he can mine it out quicker, and then he can just take this one later in the game when it's a lot harder to gain map control. And look at this sexy structure here from Spartan, laying his pylons all down in the middle. No way you're going to unpower any of these buildings anytime soon. And oh, looks like they're going to be pushing forward, but a couple of cannon snipes are going to soften up this army. So I'm trying to get up. Oh, I guess I'm just trying to get up another cannon and a couple of pylons, but he's going to quickly take those down. Well, it looks like I have one of those canceled, but the other two structures are going to go down. Oh, as hell it's chasing my probes around. None of them are going to escape, and there goes my expansion. Here comes Bocephus to help defend my expansion. Throwing out a force field. Unfortunately, only one is not going to do that much. Maybe another one. Well, he's going to turn to attack anyhow, so it may not have made that much of a difference. But maybe another force field here, or possibly here, would have at least forced them to funnel a little bit more. But since they just turned to attack, then it's probably not that relevant. And here come my zealots trying to push in there, but it looks like they're going to have this cleaned up again. And we do have a sensor tower here now, so that flank is going to be pretty well watched. And that attack did not seem to pay off for the Titans. And oh, looks like I'm getting Psystorm out now. They have a pretty heavy bio army, which Psystorm will be great against all of this. Except maybe the Stalkers. Not as good against Stalkers. Technically not great against Zealots either, but you know, they're light. You can hit a lot of them with one shot. And it looks like, oh, we got +3 coming here for Bocephus. And an armor coming from Mike. Is that a second armory? No. So is he going to be getting Thors out, or is he just realizing he needs to get some tank upgrades? He does have one tank here. Well, I guess the placement's okay. You actually maybe move it forward a little bit more to kind of defend. I mean, I guess it's going to be hard to slip units up there, so maybe that's an okay tank placement, I suppose. And oh, whoa, back up. Oh, man, I can't believe I was paying attention to tanks when this was going on. It looks like Contrarian was going to try to snipe this mineral line, and we sniffed it out, and here come my Templars. They're all trapped behind the mineral lines, and Psystorm is going to burn it. They have to walk right through the Psystorm to get out, and just a few Marauders are going to escape. That was not wise. Very hard to, he was trapped behind the mineral lines, and one nice compact little line. 3 Psystorms covered the whole army, and almost all of them died. I mean, he had to run through the Psystorm in order to get out of there. He couldn't, he could try to siphon his way through the minerals, but would have probably taken just as much damage. Oh, that was brutal. It looks like we got +2 weapons and Blink coming out for Spartan. Get another forge. I guess he wants to get some more upgrades. And it looks like I'm trying to take that expansion again. Throwing up a couple of pylons in the front and a bunch of cannons behind it, just trying to shield those cannons from direct attack, although they could quickly snipe those pylons too, and then the cannons are unpowered. So maybe you get another pylon back here might help a little bit, or maybe some buildings up in front here actually might be a good idea too. So we're going to try once again to get that expansion up. And oh, looks like we got another factory coming out for Mike. So he definitely wants to go for some factory tech, and I am throwing up some gateways here, kind of put a buffer here so they can't get directly at the cannons right away. And a huge force pushing out for Contrarian, but it's all Marine Marauder. And with the Psystorm out and the siege tanks, is this really the best combination? Now, I guess you can take Marine Marauder against siege tanks or against Terran Mech if you know what you're doing, but it doesn't allow you many mistakes. And unfortunately, this tank is not sieged up, though. It looks like the expansion will go down. I don't think he's going to get it canceled. No, he doesn't cancel it. And it looks like Mike's going to come out on top of this one. He's equal upgrades, so it's kind of surprising, although there's still some Marauders left. And the Medivacs are like, forget you guys. We don't think you can win this. But I think that was a bit premature. He could have kept those units alive a little bit longer. I don't think he's trying to save energy. And what's all this going on here? Just a bunch of Stalkers, pretty much. Some Zealots, too, but mostly Stalkers. Not a lot of upgrades. It looks like the +2 is just about finished, and he's trying to get the armor out now. And getting some Immortals out, that might be good against the Stalkers. Although it looks like Bocephus is getting some Immortals of his own. And +3 armor and +2 shields. Bocephus being an upgrade machine. And it looks like I'm pretty much going a Zealot, Sentry, Templar, which is... It's a decent combination. It can do plenty of things. And yeah, just definitely adding some more Zealots to that mix. Only 1/1 upgrades myself. I do have the Zealot charge, and I'm trying to get a +1 armor, or no, +2 armor out now. And Mike is gonna go for Thor's, throwing up another sensor tower. Where's he throwing that sensor tower at? That's okay, Mike. Just cover all your bases. We don't need sensor towers over here in Protoss land. We're fine. You know what? We're fine. You know, it wouldn't be of any help to put a sensor tower here or anything. You know, we're all fine and good here. And it looks like I'm researching hallucination now. I mean, I do have an okay sentry count, so it can be useful, and they have all full energy. It probably should get more sentries out, though. Although Maybe want to save up some of that gas for some more Templar, or just anything. You know, just make anything. Oh, Spartan's pushing out with his Zealot Stalker Ball. Do we have tanks? We do have some tanks sieged up, but there's nothing defending them in open. No, looks like they're going to pull back, and that sensor tower is going to give them away, so we know they're moving around. And looks like Contrarian's going to poke around here. Nope, there's no expansion there yet, but there is an expansion over here. Bocephus going to try to take that gold, and they've been kind of focused on this part of the map. I don't think they've looked too much over here. And Spartan just even cannoning up this flank. He's like, I don't want anyone sneaking back through here, but so much money invested in cannons. I mean, I got some money in cannons too, but at least they're directly covering my my base. If we ran through this part of the map, which right now looks like it'd be kind of a suicide, we could just slip right through here and never even have to worry about these. And he's even adding on more cannons here. So this is basically his do or die spot of the map. And it looks like Contrarian's going to be taking up this gold, throwing down a couple of missile turrets. Always worried about that cloak, or perhaps some void rays that could be on the way. You don't know, but oddly enough, we see no void rays coming out just yet. But we do see triple Thor and getting +2 upgraded. Oh! Well, there was one of my hallucinated phoenixes that saw almost nothing. Did I see that expansion? Oh, I did. I did see the expansion going down and getting that planetary up. And all these forces abandoning the center of the map, leaving it to just these couple of cannons and an immortal. I think this is a Todd the Immortal. Hey, how you doing there, Todd? You good? That's good, Todd. And Bocephus sending a couple units. Oh, sending it with his rest of his army. You're gonna defend this expansion, which may not be a bad place. If we see them pushing up the center of the map, he can always swing down this way and help intercept them. Although if they're coming this way, which looks like I've just pinged, probably from the sensor tower range, but a lot of siege tanks there and some Thors. I don't know. Is this a good idea? They're going to have a hard time getting in the face of those siege tanks. So the siege tanks are going to do a ton of damage until they can at least clean up the Thors and be able to get a better surround on them. And they're going to try to blink forward, but the tanks are doing so much damage to this army. But it looks like they might actually break through. There just wasn't enough here. And I'm trying to run over my my Zealot forces, and apparently I got a Stalker in there. Oh, it looks like I'm like, no, this isn't looking good. I really don't want to throw away my army, which really, that's not that big of an army. Where are my High Templar? Oh, it looks like maybe I was just trying to gather up my forces. Going to put up a Guardian Shield. Need to get those sentries forward to actually defend the Zealots. And oh, here come a lot of Templar. Oh no, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it... Psystorm. One Psystorm, and then Psystorm the Immortals. Oh, well that was fantastic. There we go. Well, we're getting a little more Psystorm. Come on, Psystorm. There. No, oh, completely whiffed on that one. Oh no, my Templar are dying. Psystorm, defensive Psystorms. Just burn the energy. Oh, they had a perfect position and terrible use of Psystorm. Terrible use of Psystorm. What was I thinking? Although here comes Bocephus swinging around, going around the outside instead of trying to filter through the base, which may not be a bad idea. So instead of trying to funnel through here and hit everybody, he's going to try to pincher them in there, and I think this is going to be enough. With these Immortals, 3-2-3 upgrades, I think these Stalkers are going to, but they're going to be like, I am going to take out this expansion. Is Mike going to be able to repair it? No, he is not. Does not even attempt to repair it, and a couple more Thors are going to come in and defend that expansion, but the expansion's gone now. And I have a probe there. So, I don't know, did they do enough damage there? They managed to take out 2 of Mike's expansions and pretty much my entire army. Fortunately, my expansion, which I probably figured was as good as dead, is still standing. And, ooh, Contrarian's going to try to push in again, but it looks like Bocephus still has a big enough army to push that off, and I'm trying to get some more Zealots out, but I have very little money. I am mining off of 1 base right now, and I'm pretty much the only person mining off of 1 base. Well, okay, I suppose Mike's kind of mining off of 1 base too, but he's got a lot of Thors. I don't have a lot. I had to rebuild this already once, and looks like I'm getting out a bunch more gateways. I don't know, because I don't really have much to spend it on. I guess I could get a bunch of Templar, maybe go for pure Archon. And oh, looks like Bocephus is going to try to take on this expansion with this planetary there, and with a mass prepare. I don't know if this is a good idea. Although if he can get the Immortals up there, maybe. No, he's going to try to get out of there. And oh, blinking back. Well, that actually might not be a bad idea. Blink out of the range of the planetary. See if you can do a little bit of damage to these Marines. And the SCVs, I don't know what the SCVs are doing. They're a little confused right now. And the Planetary's still doing some damage. Looks like I'm going to try to send the Zealots in there, but the SCV's in the way. That's going to be really hard to do any damage, and Planetary's pretty good against Zealots, but taking a little bit of damage. We can get the Thors and the Immortals on there, and it looks like we are going to be able to burn this down because Contrarian's army is gone, and that was just not enough repairing. It looks like I had Zealots to survive. Actually, I think I was actually surprised later that I had Zealots survive. I sent them after that Planetary, and I thought they were dead, but it looks like Contrarian's like, well, this isn't not working out. And he's going to give the GG. And that's it. I think it's just left for Spartan to realize that, oh, he's still fighting on, warping in some Stalkers at his center map position here, but he's a little bit behind. Well, I guess he's pretty well behind on upgrades, and yeah, these units are going to be pretty good at destroying the center map control. Although he did manage to take out my base, so I'm probably broke right now. But that's going to be it. No, he's just going to resign. So no, Spartan couldn't pull it off. Two tries as a Titan, he couldn't quite pull it through. But I hope you enjoyed this game and have a day.